everybody, it's me, JTJ, and before I get this collaboration started, I'd like to go over my usual on what I do with the King of the Hill videos. The director of this episode is Jeff Myers, and as usual, for supervising director, it's Wesley Archer, and the writer of this episode today is David Zuckerman, and per usual, it was staff written by the late great Johnny Hardwick and Jim Dotrieve, and the creators, per usual, is Mike Judge and Greg Daniels. And the guest stars of this episode is Jennifer Coolidge, who does the voice of Luann's annoying voiced teacher, by the way, very annoying voice. She did for that. Did not care for that teacher, not gonna lie, it wasn't really the funnest character. And Don Lewis doing the voice of Sharona Johnson, you know, Luann's arch rival on King of the Hill. And I'm also going to give my rating for today's episode before I end the video. Stay tuned, by the way, there's more to this video than just the ratings. Trust me, it's a collab, so it's worth staying for. Today's rating, I give this episode, I give it a 8.9. Anyway, yeah, stay tuned for season 2 and keep an eye out for the paintball episode, you know, the same episode that I'm going to give you a little spoiler as the guest star of Billy Joe Armstrong. But enjoy this video.
So I read the description and I definitely recognize this premise, so I know I've definitely seen this episode before.
Well, I don't know if you're recording yet.
I am.
But this is the episode where Bobby brings a new meaning to the word getting head.
Yeah. Have you ever seen the movie Reanimator?
Reanimator, which one is
Okay, I'll show you. It's this film, Herbert West, Reanimator. Like, he's got like the green serum and he reanimates dead bodies. But anyway, there's a scene where a guy's holding his own severed head because he's been reanimated. And he's got like a chick strapped to a table and he's about to...
Yes, my love! You'll never get credit for my discovery. Who's going to believe a talking head get a job in a sideshow?
It will scare you to pieces.
I think I want to watch that now.
Yeah, no, it's one of the best. It's probably my top 3 favorite horror films, along with like Evil Dead 2 and Phantasm. And so, because it's right along that with kind of the quirky, weird, kind of low budget insanity.
What did you think of Army of Darkness?
Oh, I love it. Like, I'm a huge fan of, like, Evil Dead 1, 2, and 3, which 3 is Army of Darkness. And then and I like the remake, too. And then the TV show, Ash vs. Evil Dead, that continued it, was one of the best shows ever. Like, I can't believe they made a show that lived up to the original movies.
I kind of got into the Evil Dead movies a year ago, so forgive me if I'm not all that...
That's, like, my favorite horror series, besides all the Phantasm films.
I feel I should do my famous thing I do at the beginning of all my videos I forgot to do.
Go for it. So how goes the review marathon of season 1?
Well, to be honest, growing up, the season 1 wasn't always my favorite of all the seasons. I mean, to be honest, season 2 is where I feel it really started to kick up, but to be honest,
that's like a lot of old shows. Like, it's kind of finding its foot in season 1, but it really starts to get its stride in season 2.
And this is going to be embarrassing, but my favorite episode I thought was in season one turned out to be a season two episode. The one where Hank has to impress this guy from Boston
Okay.
and he acts all like a cowboy. That one was just always, I think it's kind of my number one, actually.
Okay. So what ended up being your favorite episode of season one then?
I think it has to be the smoking episode, Keeping Up with Our Joneses.
Okay.
I mean,
what happened in that one?
basically, it's kind of outdated in some aspects. I mean, if you were to remake it, I think you could replace it with vaping.
Okay.
But basically, Bobby is caught with a cigarette, and Hank punishes Bobby the cliche way that you hear a lot of people
Smoke a
punishing.
cigar or something?
No, he gets an entire carton of cigarettes.
Oh, wow, okay.
He's forced to smoke them.
Okay, you
I'm
also
like-
heard either like a bunch of cigarettes or like a giant cigar or something to like make them sick so they never want to smoke again.
Well, what winds up actually happening that's kind of messed up is usually they want more after they smoke that much. Like, even if it makes them sick, they still want to do it. Anything that's addictive, or if you have an addictive personality, you force somebody to eat it or do it until they're sick of it. They're just going to want more of it even more. It's just kind of like,
Right. And
it's
so
that
what
thing in
ab-
our brain.
definitely. What about that episode did you like? The best was just the writing and the humor the best in
think-
that one so far?
I feel the writing, the humor, I think it kind of packed, in some ways, a powerful message about addiction in
Cool.
general. Because, like, after Bobby gets addicted, Hank gets addicted, Peggy gets
Oh
addicted.
shit.
Kind of like, you know, they all get addicted, and the episode ends with them no longer addicted. But in reality, it's not an overnight thing to just get unaddicted to something cold turkey like that.
Exactly. Yeah.
I especially like the scene where the cigarette's thrown out the window and it blows into a prison and a bunch of prisoners are fighting over it.
Well, word. Yeah, I recognize the synopsis for this episode, and it's like, oh, that sounds pretty funny too. So I feel like I remember it being pretty funny. Right.
On an intercept course at warp speed. Should we go to red alert? Make it so.
Star Trek.
I'm having a party next Sunday. Arm the photon torpedoes.
I used to do stuff like that as a kid.
Yeah.
This party's gonna be different. There's gonna be girls. Fire!
Yeah, my uncle's house. I always wanted to drink beer in an alley like that.
We're getting a new season this year, right?
I think it's this year, maybe next. I'm
In
hoping so.
Disaster struck
Even
Miss
with
Alma
the whole
Campbell when she
Johnny
got her hair
Hardwick
chemically relaxed
situation.
At the Casa Linda
Okay.
Salon in Las Cruces. What
Yeah, I'm
was
hoping
the
so.
issue?
It didn't look good?
No. Remember, the most difficult cut in beauty school is the cut that separates first-year students from second-year students. Think about that while you study for next week's final
Between you
exam.
and
Wait, is this the
Teacher.
one where she practices on Hank?
And manicures.
Yeah, I think
I know
so.
this episode really
On a
well.
train heading east at 80 miles per hour.
But I'm not gonna lie, that teacher has an annoying voice.
Learn all this stuff.
Bills, bills, bills.
Uncle Hank, want me to give you a whole new look?
Why would I want to do that? You don't mess with success.
Please.
Now, what
Almost
the
a
heck?
week.
I could use a trim.
Great.
Be honest, in the first season, his haircut kind of makes him look like a sheep because, like, his hair looks like sheep hair and he dyed it brown.
Hey, what's cooking, good little?
Well, I do not like it either, but
No way, Peggy. My hair is our livelihood. The advantages of propane don't always sell themselves.
All set, Uncle Hank.
I think I'd just go in there and grab the
Luann,
propane
I'm
and get
thinking
out.
about just letting my hair grow.
Ever considered a different color?
Men don't do that.
They do. Even President Reagan did.
It was only to show his strength to the communists.
Joseph's having a party with girls.
You're gonna need some chaperones, especially if my Bobby's there.
There's not gonna be any hanky-panky at my house. Hey, John
That
Red.
smile.
Right? I like how he gets to
Boy,
sit
when
down.
I was
Everyone else
his
has to
age,
stand
I was
around the
so girl
track.
crazy, they called me
Right?
Ricardo Montalban. After
What's
the
the Star
actor.
Trek this
Yeah.
episode?
Hey there, Bobby. I guess they found a cure for the cooties.
Oh, you mean like chlamydia?
Huh?
What are you two talking about?
Well, I don't think I want to go.
Well, that's just fine, Bobby. Would you like a juice box?
Wait a minute.
Parties are fun, Bobby. Everybody dresses up and you get to touch dance.
What if I get filled up?
You will be required to demonstrate a year's worth of theory on your practice head. You will need to use both to pass the exam, Miss Platter.
Damn, singled out. He's so tiny. Can barely reach. Protect yourself with that New Kids on the Block lunchbox.
So what is going on there?
He's having an existential, surrealist nightmare.
Bobby, wanna eat?
Mrs.
Are you going to
Doubtfire.
Joseph's
Holy
party?
shit.
My dad won't let me be around boys until after I'm married. Are you going?
Nah,
Bobby, which bolo tie do you want to wear to the party?
it's just a dumb party.
A dumb party with girls?
Well, I don't like girls.
Hey, honey, close the screen door.
Hank, can I speak with you?
In a minute.
Oh, it is perfectly normal for a late bloomer to be
Hey,
a little...
he is not a late bloomer.
Well, he obviously is not ready to socialize with the opposite sex, Hank.
The way you baby him, he never will be.
Do you know anyone who would like a hot fudge sundae?
Look, Aunt Peggy, I got my practice head. It's got
Oh,
real
I
hair
get it.
and everything.
Well,
Well,
Luann,
I
it's a
heard
very nice
practice
head.
and thought that.
Aunt
Yeah.
Peggy, I can't let anything happen to it. Doesn't matter that I wasn't paying attention. I may not be both.
He doesn't just have an idea, he's in love. Yeah. So, if I remember correctly, if this is the same episode, like, she ends up having to do... Like, I remember her having to do her final exam, like, on Hank. And at first the teacher is like, oh, you messed up here, here, and here. And then I might be giving it away, but he's like, but this is the way I like it. And then satisfying the customer, the... Whatever, that's what I remember. I don't know if it's this one or not, but
Between you and me, well, I mean, I guess everyone watching,
right.
I never caught that before, but Luann said earlier in the episode, you just need practice. She comes in and says, I got my practice head, and I never caught that. Bobby might have misinterpreted that as her practice head for...
Right.
I don't think you have to worry about spoiling anything because this show's been on.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, screw it. I was debating whether, I was like, screw it, I'll talk about it since we got the commercial break.
This looks like
Bobby's
Norman.
wearing, like a cardigan or some shit.
It's like Norman Bates type stuff going on here.
Yeah. Damn, Bobby, look away.
I mean, that's his cousin, so it's probably a good idea he looks away.
Oh, I just remembered there's an after-school special on. It's about Jesus.
Oh.
About to get freaky.
Hi, I'm Bobby.
I was about to say, what kind of music is he gonna play?
I mean, I guess that's what I would play if I was dating a head.
Hello, sweetheart.
Nothing.
That would be good.
Conspicuous.
Hey, Dale, Bill, Boom.
Did you notice he was
Don't you
drinking
dare,
Alamo
Bill.
there?
My damned hair is getting so long, it's rustling on my pillow
Dale's
and keeping
hair
me up all
looked
night.
weird.
Why don't you practice on your practice head?
We got a whole busload of new recruits coming on the base today. You could practice on them.
I remember when I was starting out as a young barber, I felt so alone.
Nobody cares, Bill.
You look better than good. You look like a weatherman.
I'm just gonna have some fruit, a glass of skim milk.
Is that an
I
Al
want to slim
Roker
down for
joke?
Joseph's party.
But Bobby, you said you didn't want to go.
Bobby Hill has a girlfriend.
He does not. Do you?
Hell, I'm proud of you.
Hell, I'm proud of you too, Dad. Bye. Hey, Courtney. How you doing, Ashley?
Hey, it's working.
Good,
so,
Maria.
Shit.
I'll catch you later,
You should
Bonnie.
have quit while he was ahead.
Yeah.
When did you get to be
Nice
so
one.
slick? I hope your lips don't fall off.
We're gonna play spin the bottle.
Right when he had his confidence, you've messed him up again.
Not gonna lie, this would make an interesting horror movie if Mike Judge ever got into that.
Honey, I need some help
This
with the
episode could take a
groceries.
serious turn.
Oh my.
He's about to get busted.
Relax, baby. It's just you and me.
That face.
Bobby!
Getting locked in on. That's the worst.
I know the feeling too well. Sometimes you're trying to work on your ship in a bottle, and it's that moment where you need absolute quiet, and then your mom walks in and she screams because she catches you playing with your dad's ships in a bottle.
A tale as old as time.
Reviewing these seasons, I kind of have this rule that I'm not going to watch an episode after until I do a review.
Nice.
Like I'm kind of limiting myself in that regard. So it's kind of
pace it out, and then it makes it last longer, which is a good thing.
oh yeah, it's kind of fun.
Maybe he just fell on it or something.
How do you fall like that?
I saw it with my own 2 eyes.
Now, Peggy, it's not your fault.
Why'd you say that?
I just said it's not your fault.
Well, it did not need saying.
Where's Robin Williams when you need him?
Seriously.
This is your fault.
Don't point your finger at me,
He's
woman.
on that kid's
You're the one who
lunchbox.
parks him in front of the TV and makes him watch all them Muppets. They got frogs kissing pigs. What the hell did they think was going to happen?
We are not going to get anywhere by
I don't know if he can blame Jim Henson for that one.
Yeah.
We'll move to Berlin. I read somewhere that Germans, they're very tolerant people. Their culture admires all kinds of freaks.
And
He
put
doesn't
Linus thumbs.
Like how he's afraid to catch him doing it.
Mother and me.
Come in.
Giving him ample time. She's facing the other way.
Look, Bobby, I'm as open-minded
Peggy's
as
acting
the
like
next
me
guy.
at a screening
Just
for
so you know, most
Skinamarink.
states won't let you marry a plastic head.
I just needed to practice my first kiss so I don't look like an idiot.
You're kissing a plastic head and you're afraid of looking like an idiot? You're just using this head as a crutch.
It's not a crutch. It's something I've come to rely on to help me through life.
Well, I'll
That's a
make you a
crutch.
deal.
You know, I tried before doing something like that once. Did not work.
I was gonna say. Uh-oh. I twitch.
Well, that just tears it.
You should have put it in the lad's room.
And this is why he has the... Okay. Now you gotta donate your sheep head.
This is not the plastic head you were issued. Second, just look at the way you shaved against the
Better
grain
than a
here,
plastic head.
here,
It's a real
and
deal.
that means you failed.
Her voice is the worst.
What a bitch. Don't cry,
He says
Lou Ann.
what
This
the
is
audience
the best
thinks.
haircut I ever had. Yep, this is my all-time favorite haircut.
I'm sorry. I've been mean and unfair. I forgot the most important principle of the beautician's art. Repeat business and referrals. You pass.
I don't know why that stood out in my mind. But like, this is one of the episodes I remember the most out of all of them. This one, like the paintball episode.
Oh, the paintball is my favorite.
Oh, nice. Oh, that might be what stands out. So good.
So pretty.
Well, maybe not my favorite, but Green Day is definitely in that episode, so it's there.
Word.
Your father told me you were just kissing the head for practice. And I have decided that I am gonna love you no matter what. You're not a baby anymore. You go to the party. That's right.
I guess he's taking his mom with him.
Oh, he let her go a block ago. That's all good.
Either
He left
that
her
or
near that storm train.
he gave her the slap.
Hey, Bobby, can we practice on each other?
You want to kiss me?
No, just practice.
Oh,
Same thing.
okay.
Alright.
Close your eyes.
Was that right?
I think so. Do I have any hickeys?
I don't see anything.
Good luck.
Thanks.
You got nothing to be sad about now, Bobby?
What are you kids up to?
Dad!
Oh, for Pete's sake.
I told you this was going to happen. We get them boys and girls going on.
It could have
Oh,
just
no.
as easily been Dale.
Oh no! Bobby, no!
I guess
Bobby.
everyone wants her.
Crazy son of a bitch. Oh yeah, I forgot about Brittany Murphy.
I'm not gonna lie, I feel the show must have ended because of what happened to her. Like, Mike Judge was just kind of like, I can't keep doing this show without
Yeah.
her. It's just gonna be depressing.
Yeah.
Not want to do the new revival without Johnny Hardwick, but at the same time, it's kind of wasteful because Johnny Hardwick still worked on the revival a little bit.
Right.
I think he got some recording done too.
Okay, cool. That's awesome.
I wonder if they're gonna touch on the whole John Redcorn Joseph thing after Dale's death.
If there's any favorite episodes, like I'll do that. I want to do the paintball one, and then your favorite season 2 episodes. So
Yeah, I mean, if you want to do the paintball episode, I'm up for that. That's like,
Okay.
I don't know where it falls on the list of favorites, but between you and me, I mean, Green Day guest starring in anything has to be
hell yeah,
a banger, you know?
hell yeah, hell yeah.
Freaking the lead singer voices that one teenager, what's his name? Scrollberg? Eddie's what?
I remember loving that episode, and I don't even remember the Green Day part, so it's might be even better than I remember.
I mean, yeah, I mean, to be honest, a couple of years ago, I didn't know that until I looked at the credits, and I'm like, that was Green Day? You're kidding me, that's Green Day? I mean, Mike Judge must have a lot of pull in the music industry, so he can probably get any singer he wants to guest star on
Yeah.
King of the Hill. I definitely want to do if anything, the episode where Hank goes to Japan. You seen that one?
Yeah, I think I've seen the whole show like originally because I watched it, when it just aired. Like that's what I'm remembering from when it used to be on TV. Like I haven't really watched. I think I've seen reruns, but still a long time ago. But I haven't seen it in maybe 15 years or longer.
I think I started watching King of the Hill like either before I watched South Park but I know it was kind of like the best show. Like every Sunday was what I look forward to was King of the Hill, then Simpsons in that order because it goes King of the Hill to me, The Simpsons, but now it's just kind of like I don't even bother watching the Sunday thing. I just watch what I want on Hulu.
Right. I feel that. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I remember when King of the Hill started. Like, I remember watching the first episode the night it started. The same with The Simpsons and the same with South Park. I'm so freaking old.
I mean, if it makes you feel better, I'm probably the old one here because I have the Santa Claus beard, basically. Wow, it was fun doing this video with you, by the way.
This was awesome. And I look forward to doing it again. Everyone go check out Jacob's reviews of King of the Hill, like season 1. He's about to start season 2. And then throughout, we're going to be doing reactions to special episodes like season finale and paintball and all that. And so I'm going to leave a link down in the description of his channel and like a playlist or links to the videos or whatnot. It'll all be down there. You can find them. And yeah, I'm looking forward to doing more of this, man.
Skinnamarink didn't come after us for me saying Skinnamarink. It always gets me. It always gets me. Well, I guess I'll let you go, but until next time, stay tight.